Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to go ahead and work on adding abilities into there. Not necessarily moving them, but start allocating the space for better use than just a hollow box. So with that, we also need to get some production going on. So we're going to go look up at the Kestrel. And we're also going to go ahead and get her to start producing some stuff for us. So assembler 2. A couple thousand steel plates. We're going to end up needing those, so that's going to come in kind of handy. Check on our oxygen supply. So we're back up to... This is about a tank and a half, I believe, so that's pretty cool. And then I've also been trying to use... Let's take a look. Yeah, that's about it. All right. I've also been trying to use this instead of letting the O2 bottle get to 30%. So that's kind of nice too. So okay, we have our assembler down here. We have our refinery down here, but how many ores down here? Actually, probably been smart to, instead of having that couple thousand steel plates made up there, we brought the ore down here and just manufactured it down here. Still can. Probably do that off screen. So this is our hopper we're talking about for our gravity system, but in all honesty, when we were talking about the gravity system would only work for this scenario, for what we have set up here. When we go to actual jump for the planets, the gravity system isn't going to be functional. That's just not going to be a practical thing, because the distance between the surface of the planet and the outer atmosphere where the Kestrel or space station is going to be, it's going to be pretty crazy in distance. So I don't see us having items travel that distance. So a few of you, we got Thing 1 and Thing 2, and also Matthew Ritchie are talking about some drones for protecting the station and the Kestrel, and I kind of like that idea. It's a simple way of just getting things done. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at doing something similar to that today. So let's go ahead and go up to the Kestrel. So we also had a few other comments. Neon Dragon was asking, I think that's how it's pronounced, I was asking for a list of mods. I'm going to try to get together a list this weekend, and instead of just dumping my videos off at the end every episode, I'm going to throw my mods on the end of the episode as a list, so you can just kind of pause and a nice little screenshot kind of capture something been trying to work on and get together. Roughly once a week I get someone asking about which mods I have installed, so that'd be a kind of nice way to every single episode you guys will be able to see what's there and what's getting used. So first things first, I think we're going to do it as a small ship, because I believe these work on small ships with the mod we have installed, and they do. So we're going to go new small ship. Oh, you guys had mentioned, I think 1 and Thing 2 specifically had mentioned that Susie was best in here, and that is, I totally agree, and I feel that's totally the correct option for in here. It has worked the best, and but I'm not going to be putting Susie back in there until after the jump. So once we land on the other side after planets, then we're going to go ahead and put Susie back in here and facilitate it to where it's going to be a permanent fixture. I'm going to work on a few different ways to make that happen, between connectors, mag locks, just as many ways as I can to lock her down to where nothing happens again like it did last time. Okay, so if we're going to do this, first thing we're going to need is we're going to need I'm going to go with the medium storage container. The reason I pick a medium storage container is because of I feel as though it's the appropriate size for everything we're going to do. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think that that's right. Okay, so I just had an epiphany. Alright, so if we come back here, all blocks. So ammo will go through a small conveyor, which is pretty cool. Let's get some small conveyors, small tubes. And I also want some small cargo containers. And I think you guys might see where I'm going with this. If not, just give me a second and you will see. So I'm going to put, I can't put that as a placeholder. Alright, so I want, first things first, let's get rid of this. That's better. So I want verse 6 first. I want to go with the container first, and we want to do it tipped this way. We need interior plates. Oh, we're up here. We hit the button. My yellow later. We don't have any production. Wait, are we out of? Oh no. Inventory. Iron. There's some. Okay, so refinery 4 has a ton. Alright, so now we'll go to port assembler. Alright. There. Better. Okay, so I wanted to go like this. Turn our light off because it's just looking weird. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Then we're going to put the connector here. And we're going to put a tube coming out each direction. And on each direction of this, we'll have a small cargo container. Like so. Of course, we'll put one on the top as well. Whoops, wanted that there. Ah. Bad thing about skeletal frame building. Alright, so if we put one more tube up here. Something like this. Get some more interior plates. Overshot. Okay. There we go. So then in theory we could throw this guy. Oh, holy crap, that's way bigger than I was expecting. I don't know how that's going to work. I thought it was shrunk. I thought it was smaller. I need plate. There we go. I really did think that was smaller for some reason. but they're gonna fit, so I guess that's okay. So then of course we'd put one on the bottom as well. So this will give us an opportunity to put thrusters in just about each one of the directions. Put a thruster here, right next to this, and a thruster there, I think. Let's see. So it looks like it's going to work. Alright, so if we come over here, maybe if we had some block behind it. There we go. Yeah. So I'll be able to put a thruster in each direction. Like that. We can use this internal space for other things like gyroscopes, nuclear reactors, remote control blocks, all kinds of stuff. And then, so if that's going there, there, and there, then we can put cameras all over it as well. So one of the things I'm kind of interested to see if these turrets change size when you weld them. So let's see, number 7. What do we need? Steel plates. Do we not have any steel plates? We do. How come we're not welding? I have a feeling that the hitbox is wrong on these. Yeah. That's kind of what I was wondering, is if these things going to change size when we weld them. So there's a few that I've seen that do that. They come in as the large. The large model for welding, but once they're done, they roll back to their normal form, or their smaller form. So let's see here. Small tubes, motors, and computers. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. There, that'll help. Do we have any motors? I don't remember if we do. We do have a couple, okay. No computers? Alright, that could be a problem. So we need 10 of them for sure. Yeah, I was looking at those displays. Looking at those displays going, man, there's a bunch of computer components right there. How about you? Do you got any computer components in you? 2. Alright, so we're going to throw some of this stuff in here. Oh wait, I needed you. Get back here. Alright, so that should be good. Here we go. Yep, 10. Okay. I just used 2 of my computer components in the crazy cargo unit by mistake. Alright, so let's not miss this time. So that's so much for that idea. It's definitely not going to change size. But I think I'm okay with that. My only concern is that that is not a small hatch. So we're going to have to look and see, once it's built, figure out if it's going to actually pass ammunition through it or not. So the other thing we have to look at is how are we going to get ammunition in and out of this. Might have to put another conveyor at like this point and then put a connector right out here. So Matthew Ritchie, guy who gave me the idea for this, you know, a small drone ship with just guns all over it, and he recommended we call it the Hedgehog, which totally down for. So there's another couple ideas I have, more of like an armadillo shape where it's like rounded, but so let's look up turret. Small ship turret. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Gotta love the crappy hitbox. This is what you get when you use mods that are not intended. Well, I think that was a piece that's kind of holding it all together. What do you guys think? I can't get to where... Oh, this is going to be a pain. Oh, come on, just give me the parts back. There's a lot of parts in this thing. I mean, it has a proper hitbox, but the hitbox for the grinder and welder are just non-existent on this part. It just shot me away from it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, I missed. Damn. Wait. I got one of them. It just shoots me away from it. Every time I get close to it, it just bounces me off of it. Alright, well, I'm going to have to clean this up at another time because that's just going to take forever to do. It really sucks because like this one here is just full of parts. Alright, so let's take a look at what the other gun looks like. That's a little bit cooler. The turret's a little on the crazy side, but and its hitbox is off as well. It's inside the conveyor tube, so okay, so definitely got our work cut out for us for picking the right turret. Although that was pretty comical seeing that sitting on there like that. Alright, so that goes like that. So let's go back into here. Turret. So I think this is the one we just used. And I'm pretty sure that these will not shoot asteroids down. Oh, they will shoot meteors. I don't know what their effectiveness is. 800 meters. And I don't know what the other guy is. Trying to bump it towards the Maglocks, but it's just not working. So, I mean, we can use a bunch of these guys. That'd be kind of cool looking. Downfall for these is I do not believe that they have a an ammo that you can be loaded from the bottom. I think they have to be loaded through that little door that we're looking at right there. Yeah, I can't even get it to rotate up to see. It places on that surface. Actually, we could do this. Yeah, so there's no ammo door on the bottom. It shows one, though. That's kind of weird. Might have, like, an undocumented one, maybe? Not sure. So yeah, this one's pretty big. I'm not sure about using this one. And albeit it looked cool, I'm not sure. So 3 by 5 by 3. Let's see what this looks like. That's not too bad. And I think with one going each direction, that block on the bottom would actually give it a pretty cool look. So we might just go with this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to shape this up for the next episode. That this is what we'll do is we'll go ahead and build one of these little drones here and see about getting them blueprinted and saving for later, so we can mass produce a couple of these so we can get pretty much instant defenses for the Kestrel. Like as soon as we land, we pick a planet, we go and park, we can literally just pull up and park in there. These here give me another idea though. What if we did something like this? Let's see here, what if we go like this? Doesn't want to let me place it. Probably because there's no block. There's no surface to attach to. So let's do something like this just for structure. How about now? Okay. So what if we did something like this? So just pretend this is tubing. This is just for exaggeration purposes at this point. Interior panels. Alright, so did something like this would be kind of cool. So like again, like I was saying, just pretend that that's tubing, not actual conveyors, because it's a complete waste of resources. Something like this. Do it down both sides. And then on the bottom, we can put maglocks. And then we can take these and pilot these and then dock them right here. We put two here, one there, one there, and one there, and one there on the other side, the same exact spot, because we're going to be putting the sun towards, well, the sun will be rotating, so that's not a correct assumption. But in theory, we're going to be putting the orientation that the meteors are going to be coming from will be in that direction. If we find they're coming from all directions, we could take one from off that side and move it to the bottom nacelle. And so we'd have one there, one there, one there, one there. And immediately, as soon as it got printed, as soon as we got one of these printed and online, we could fly it out and it's immediately going to work. It's going to be defending us right off the bat. Put a couple batteries underneath, solar panel for free energy, a couple reactors just to so we have balanced power. We can have thrusters coming up through here in holes, little holes like right here. Plenty of storage for ammunition. I think this is a pretty solid design. I think we're going to look at doing something like this. We're going to do both. We'll try to do both in the next episode, is to do the hedgehog design and this guy right here. I think one thing too want us to build a whisker. It's from a show called Sequest, and it's a fantastic show, and the premise behind the whisker is phenomenal, and we will be building those. But I think I'm going to use those more for, more for planet-bound stuff than for defensive stuff. More for sensors and the like. So we wrap up the episode here, and yeah, so we'll look forward to that in the next coming episode. So this is Havoc. Have fun. Keep gaming.